We have completed one game of basketball today. The Oswego State women's basketball team took the victory over Potsdam 55-51. The celebration music has stopped playing in the arena. Unfortunately, it wasn't Mariah Carey's hit song, All I Want for Christmas, but the Lakers did come off with the win. So everybody just joining us for the men's game, welcome into WTOP 10. I'm Kenny Gerard. This is Alex Brooks, Garrett Chan. And let's go over what you guys have missed in the last game. Alex, start with you.
Yeah, so Oswego defeating Potsdam for the first time since a while, I would say. It's been an 8-game losing streak, and they snapped that. And Oswego taking the SUNYAC, their first SUNYAC matchup with a W.
You said it, Brooks. Snapping that 8-game losing streak, first win against a SUNYAC opponent. Now they can look forward to tomorrow when they face Plattsburgh. But a really good start at home. We expected kind of the Lakers to, after the huge win against Wells, to kind of replicate their performance. They did that on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, and huge credit there to Howard for the Potsdam Bears. She went off in the last 5 minutes of that game, ended up with 18 points on the night, beating the next close player on her own team by 10 points. It was a night for Howard, and she had a great game for Potsdam. Unfortunately, didn't pull off the win, but she was a big reason why Potsdam was in the game at the end of that.
Yeah, she recorded a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds to go along with 2 steals. And part of the Potsdam Bears comeback late in the second half was due to Howard coming down, going inside, and it was her ability to kind of put the Potsdam offense on her back. I mean, we talked about in the pregame show about how the Potsdam Bears needed to finish off strong. They've been outscored in the third and fourth quarters. They outscored the Lakers 19-16 in the third, 16-15 in the fourth. So a good turnaround. Fortunately for the Bears, they didn't get the outcome they wanted, but at least they ended on a pretty strong note.
Yeah, they ended on a strong note, and Howard able to get a double-double, finishing with a double-double. But it was a double-double, but it was also double trouble for Howard because she did the costly mistake that ended up losing them the game, stepping out while she had an opportunity to tie the game and step outside of out of bounds, and that got Oswego to end up getting a W in their stocking.
And a huge reason why Oswego got the victory was a White Principio Christmas. The matchup, she was huge. Getting through her on defense, like trying to run through the Abominable Snowman, it's just not happening, guys.
She really dominated on both sides of the floor. It kind of started with basically getting those offensive boards and then also getting those key steals in the paint. The ability to anticipate, I talked about it on Ball Talk during the halftime report, kind of just her ability to anticipate where the ball's going to go, be in the right positioning, understand that the Potsdam Bears, at this point, they're not going to go for a 3-ball. They're going to try to work inside. And so that's what they've been able to do and kind of what enabled the Lakers to win this game.
Yeah, and seeing her presence down low was huge. I mean, she had 14 points along with 18 rebounds. Oswego had 47, and she had 18 out of those 47. So really just kind of, owning the floor down low and really just putting herself in the right position.
Yeah, and someone had to come out of that game 1-0. Someone had to start that game 1-0 in the SUNYAC, and it happened to be the Lakers tonight. So I'll start with you now, Garrett. What do you think the importance is now of coming into the SUNYAC and picking up your first win? And, well, starting a way to be undefeated, you got to win at least one game.
Yeah, it really starts with game 1 against SUNYAC, and winning this game in the fashion they did, it got close in the latter portions of this contest. So it's a way where you got to be really proud of your ability to not only have a good offensive showing, but then stop the comeback in its tracks. And really, when you look ahead to tomorrow when they face Plattsburgh, you have that 1-0 thing on your back, basically, where you have a game up. We'll see how Plattsburgh does over the course of the night, but for the Lakers, a really good start to start SUNYAC play.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Garrett, the Lakers being resilient in that victory. You didn't see them kind of quiver or anything. They let Potsdam kind of make it fun, kind of get it a little exciting at the end, but they were very resilient and ending up really just taking control of the game in like precious seconds. It was really good in the defense from the perimeter, stopping that 3-point shot late in the game and just kind of owning the possessions.
Yeah, the down low D was great. You would think they were as tall as Jack Skellington down there with the hands up. Just nothing was getting by him. They were doing a great job on D. But let's switch it up now. What everybody's here for right now is going to be the men's game. The last time out, Oswego won 103-78 on January 28th in Maxfield.
Yeah, it was Lakers got off on a start off strong, 59-35 in the first, and then 44-43 in the second. So a little bit of a comeback for the Bears, but for the Lakers, you had great performances all around, and then you go one of the players where you look at some of the Lakers players on the roster right now, Julian Crittenden. Great start, much like with the other guys, but Crittenden has been standing out for the Lakers throughout these first 5 games.
Yeah, and it's important for Julian Crittenden to get back on the court. I know last year he wasn't able to be on the court for the Lakers, so being able to come back this season and get an opportunity to go with his guys, go with Leon, go with Sparks, and kind of make that championship run that the Lakers are trying to be destined to be.
Right, and the Lakers utilizing their bench like they did the last time they met. The bench outscored their starters. Devin Green coming off the bench last year, scoring 18 for the Lakers, propelling them to that victory. But I heard you guys have a couple more players to watch.
Yeah, I mean, for the Lakers, you got to look at Aki Anderson. Looking back to the game on Monday against the St. Lawrence University Saints, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. So he really knows how to be a playmaker. Of course, you're going to have Sparks in the middle coordinating all the plays. Aki Anderson is a good 1B for the Lakers offense.
Yeah, and for the Lakers, for me, I would say Cartier Bowman. I mean, he was a transfer from now, unfortunately, closed down St. Rose last year. As you see him warming up with this team, Cartier Bowman was a huge piece to this Lakers offense going down the stretch in the NCAAs and the SUNYACs. He's averaging 11.6 points per game, and he is really doing well with just kind of controlling the game down low. As we've seen with White Precipio with the women's team, he's been able to make his impact down low for the men's.
Yeah, and let's make some quick picks here. I say we get some predictions in here. None of us got it right last time.
Nope.
It's nothing new. Nope. We're usually wrong. But you know what? There's no harm in giving it a shot. I'm going to start it off for us. Give me the Oswego State Lakers 108-54. Big day, double the points for the Lakers for me. How about you, Garrett?
I don't think the Lakers are going to break the 100 mark per se, but I think it's going to be a 92-60 win in favor of the Lakers.
Yeah, and I'm going to choose 105-62 for the Lakers. I know I've been getting a little close with you, Kenny. I know I'm taking inspiration from the best. So I'm going to do 105-62. I think Lakers are going to take control of this game, especially against a weaker SUNYAC opponent in the Potsdam Bears.
So it looks like we've got ourselves a Lakers sweep up here. And really quick, guys, just make a quick point for me here. What do you guys think the Lakers got to do to get to this victory?
Well, you got to start off quick. You got to start off from the jump. Burst out a scene like the Polar Express. Kind of be where the Lakers utilize that defensive press when the opposition inbounds the pass. I expect to see more of that with Coach Leon and this game plan against. And then Sparks and then the other role players kind of supplementing the starting 5, and then you see the bench, how they step up as well.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Garrett, you need to utilize your starting lineup, and you also need to have your depth of your bench really dominate tonight. I mean, that is going to be one of the keys to this game because it's just going to be like Caleb Cook, Julian Crittenden. You got to get those guys going if you're going to really defeat this Potsdam Bears team.
Well, both teams looking for a victory under their Christmas tree tonight. That's going to do it for us up here in the Outworker studio, but very soon, as you take a look there, Max Zeal Gymnasium is your next destination here on WTOP 10. Stick around. We're really close to tip-off.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
And sideline reporter Madeline Cummings, who you'll hear a bit from a little later. And we get set for men's basketball now here, as we just saw the women's team wrap up a 55-51 victory against Potsdam. Now the men's team 5-0, number 6 ranked in the country, takes on the Potsdam Bears 1-4 so far this season. Both teams starting conference play. And in the SUNY, the Lakers dominate in the last 2 years. Just one loss last year to Brockport early in the season. Besides that, no losses for Lakers in the SUNY because they look to continue that record and continue their very hot conference play here.
Non-conference plays 5-0 though is really good to start the season, so I'm sure they want to keep extending that lead of having some possession in how they're playing. So I'm sure they're going to come out hot against the Potsdam Bears, and I also think that the Potsdam Bears maybe even want to make a name for themselves again and just kind of start off strong as well. So that's what's going to make a really good game when they're both so into it,
Both teams coming to this game coming off of a win. The Lakers 66-44 over St. Lawrence University. For the Bears, a 76-71 victory over SUNY Canton. For the Lakers, it was Jeremiah Sparks, 16 points, 9 rebounds, but Adam Dudzinski for St. Lawrence, 19 points, 10 rebounds, so they are susceptible to big games from opponents.
Yeah, they are able to really take advantage of the teams that they're playing against, and that's really important too. Like, okay, they see a mistake and they're going to capitalize on it. So that's something to look forward in this game as well. And just being a conference opener, the energy is just so awesome. You can tell Oswego's side is excited, the fans are excited. Potsdam's just like, this means business right now.
And for the Bears, it was Colton Hustis, 20 points for the Bears, and then Mishon Johnson, 16 points, 12 rebounds, double-double, including with that 5 assists. Definitely the best player so far this season for the Bears, 11.8 points per game, shooting almost 58% from the field. Not a three-point shooter, just 0 of 3 from beyond the arc, but some of the Lakers are going to have to look out for.
Yes, that's really true. With Lakers, they cannot think that they're too hot or they're too up there, because somebody can sneak behind very quickly. I know that hasn't so much happened yet, and that's just something that they should definitely look out for. But we're getting ready for tip-off. I'm so excited, Brian.
Yes, Lakers get set to take the tip. It is going to be Colton Hustis taking on against Cartier Bowman for the tip. Bowman, 6'6", senior from Trenton, New Jersey. Hustis donning the number 24, a senior from Ticonderoga, as the Bears win the tip and start on offense. Down low, Jeff Williamson. Down low, shot is good from Isaac Oduro Jr., the senior from Jamaica, New York, As now Jeremiah Sparks coming off a good game versus 16 points, and had a 30-point game just 2 games ago. Looks to get this Lakers team going, but now Aki Anderson to Achille. Pump fake, drives into the lane. Loses the ball, though, and turns it over. Oduro will run it back on off, is guarded by Caleb Cook. Goes baseline. Oh, crossover is good. Choke shot is also good. Nice play from Isaac Oduro Jr. Gets Caleb Cook going on skates and hits the jump shot. Aki Anderson now to Jeremiah Sparks. Gets a screen from Achille, goes into the lane. Contested shot off the glass, no good. Tipped away by Bowman, but into the hands of Mishon Johnson. He'll drive the lane. Euro step. No travel called, but now the Lakers have a 1-on-0 fast break as Bowman just lays it in. And the Lakers get on the board. Potsdam leads 4-2. Oduro now bringing the ball up for the Lakers. For the Bears. Now Johnson. The junior from Ogdensburg, not too far from Potsdam, but now driven into the lane. Ball is lost. Jeff Williamson.
There's a lot of chatter down there, and I think they're just trying to get the ball to the right person. And Johnson's really the leader in communicating right now for Bears.
Oduro with the ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He'll drive into the lane. Behind the back dribble. Loses it. Puts up a contested shot from over Caleb Cook. It's good to beat the buzzer. Isaac Oduro Jr. 6 points on 3 shots to start for the game. Quickly up the floor. They'll go to the Lakers. Achille off the glass. It's good. What a find from Jeremiah Sparks. Oduro now up the court for the Bears. Hands it off. Now into the down low. Spin, and he steps out of bounds.
I will say, Jamal Achille earlier was talking to me, and he started playing in the 8th grade, a little later than some of the other guys that we might know. So he was telling me that he's just so happy that he's succeeding at such a high level so soon.
Key Anderson, the junior from Greenport with the ball, starting point guard for this team. Now Sparks to Cook, and Achille on the left wing. Now Bowman at the top, hands it off to Sparks. Double teams. Johnson on him. Johnson tight defense. Sparks tried to put it down low to Bowman, but it was taken away. Now up the court. One-handed jam. And that fires up the Bears bench. Shahid Al-Seed, the junior from Queens, with the one-handed fast break jam.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Bears needed right before this, because that gets their energy pumping and probably will continue for the rest of the game, say everything goes right for them. So baskets like that really get you hyped up. And then it makes you look at Oswego's side like, what's going on? What are we missing that we're not really going for? So that's really a good point that they were able to make right there.
Al-Seed, a 10.6 per game scorer, also 7 rebounds for the 6'6 junior, coming from Queens, New York.
Yeah.
Now, Lakers get the ball. Coming out of the timeout, Coach Leon trying to make adjustments. The Lakers down 8-4. Leon sees the full court press, calls his players in to the half court. The Lakers need to run a full court offense. Sparks gets it across. And now the Lakers set up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Aki Anderson with the ball. Sparks to Cook. Anderson down low to Bowman. Bowman works the baseline, gets the shot off the glass. No good. Tipped around. Oduro grabs it. Push on the break, but Aki Anderson, good defense, keeps it slow. Al-Seed now with Williamson. Williamson drives into the lane. Caleb Cook, tight defense. They'll say it went off of Williamson, and Lakers get the ball.
He was looking for a foul there, and the refs were just kind of looking at it like, okay, here you go. And I think in these instances, I just feel like Oswego's trying to keep up with Potsdam. Potsdam's pushing them a little bit.
Sparks to Anderson. Back to Sparks. Now Cook. 3-2 zone for the Bears. Anderson, jump shot from the free throw line is good. Perfect way to break a 3-2 zone. Find the man on the free throw line between the people. Oduro. Now to Al-Seed. Guarded by Bowman. Almost tipped away. Johnson kicks the ball. No kickball foul. Tries to push through Anderson. There will be a foul called.
Johnson was really trying to dramatize those plays right there so that he could show that it was more of an obvious foul. I definitely saw that with him, and I think that's part of his game. He's a player that's like that and wants to demonstrate it all to the audience and to the refs.
Johnson. Now Williamson. Back to Johnson on the left wing. He'll pump fakes, I guess, into the lane. Shot off the glass is good over Jeremiah Sparks. 10-6 Potsdam lead. Aki Anderson with the ball, hand off to Cook. Now Achille and Sparks, guarded by Michelle Johnson, tight on the wing. Step back three from Jeremiah Sparks. That's good. Jeremiah Sparks gets himself on the board. Bears look to respond as they lead 10-9. Williamson guarded by Bowman off the switch. Johnson now guarded by Sparks now. It was Parker Kelly who stepped out on the catch, and Lakers get the ball back.
Sparks saw that immediately and called out, looked at the ref, and the ref was like, I know, I saw it. However, I think it's just that you're really so into the game that you get like, hey, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? And I'm seeing that a lot throughout this one, too.
15:08 to go in this first half. Bears lead 10-9. Key Anderson with the ball for the Lakers. Hands off to Sparks and now to Cook. Lakers quick passing down low to Sparks. Sparks working on Nishan Johnson. Backs him in. Turnaround. Finds space. Hands off to Bowman. Bowman through the traffic. Can't get it to fall, but Sparks grabs the rebound. Shot clock resets, but he'll take a quick three. Hits the rim. No good. Caleb Cook gets the ball as it keeps bouncing around, and he'll get it to fall. Lakers bench fired up. The Lakers get their first lead of the game at 11-10. Isaac Oduro calling out to Alcide for the screen. Cook, good job to break it. Pull-up jump shot from Oduro. Barely hits iron. Quickly up the court to Caleb Cook. Caleb Cook sets his feet. Shot is off the glass and good. Timeout Bears. 13-10 Laker lead. And the Lakers are on a 5-0 run in the last minute and 6 seconds.
Yeah, really working with everything that they have and taking advantage of Potsdam Bears when they don't have that possession. So that is great for the Lakers, really taking advantage of it, because earlier, before this, they called a timeout, and it wasn't for too much of a good reason. I think they're seeing where they need to adjust after facing the Bears and really taking the key points away from it. Look, they're already back from their timeout, just feeling it out. They're ready to go. They want to keep this train moving.
Yeah. For the Lakers, they've started 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. The Bears yet to attempt a three-point shot, but are 5 of 7 from the field. Rebounds even at 3 apiece. Certainly a very even game so far. It was the Bears quickly taking the lead 8-4, but then the Lakers have made an excellent run. Now up 13-10. As Bears get the ball, Lakers are going to go full court press, try to switch it up on the Bears, force some turnovers as Alcide will inbound. That's it to Oduro. Alcide guarded by Bowman. Crossover, gets himself across half court. Now drives the lane. Euro step. Little finger roll, no good. Gets his own rebound, shot off the glass. That's good. Shahid Alcide does it all himself. Second points of the game for the big man. Anderson drives the lane. Hop step out to Achille. Second pass to Cook. The three in the corner is good. Lakers extra pass leads to an open three for Caleb Cook as they extend the lead 16-12. Oduro to Johnson. Bears looking to get this lead back. Gets it down low to Parker Kelly. Shot misses everything. Alcide though grabs the rebound. Guarded by Bowman. Underhand hook shot, no good. Bowman called for the foul. His feet were not set as he is a little questions the call. Bowman.
Alcide went to Cayuga Community College, so he has some background playing at another level. And honestly, Cayuga around here, very well known for many sports. So having all that kind of diverse professional atmospheres that he's been in before this, it's really good to have a player with that experience. And I know Potsdam is thanking him because the way he rushes to the basket, he's there and ready for it. He just got his own rebound, and it was just like perfection for him. So it's nice to see. And now he's at the charity stripe once again.
He makes the first. Alcide, an excellent rebounder, as I mentioned before. 7 rebounds a game. He has the team high this season at 16 rebounds in their game versus Canton. As he misses the second. He's got 2 already in this one. As Sparks brings it up the court. Cook looking for space in the lane. Now Creighton checked into the game. Sparks behind the back. Almost lost it. Coach wants to travel. But kicked out to Sparks. Set back 3. No good, back iron. Alcide grabs the rebound. He'll take it himself. And now gives it up to Kawar Singh. Sing to Williamson and now Mishan Johnson. Sing, 6'8" junior from Queens, New York. Gets space on the baseline, puts up a shot, misses everything. Sparks grabs the rebound. Lakers push the pace on the fast break, 3-on-4. Excellent bounce pass down low to Elijah Hardison. What passing vision from Jeremiah Sparks. Lakers lead 18-13, 12:25 remain in this first half. Kawar Singh with the ball. Gives it up, now gets it back. Down low, Johnson on the cut. Pass almost tipped away, but he will retain it. Goes down low to Singh, guarded by Sparks. Singh backs Sparks in, gets double teamed down low. Sparks almost takes it away, but Singh gets a shot out the backboard, will miss. Hardison, now to Crittenden. Crittenden, bounce pass to Hardison. Hardison couldn't handle it this time. He knows it too. He missed a wide open opportunity. As
it
the Bears
slipped right through his fingers. You just saw it slip in his face. It was like, ugh. But I'm sure they're going to get more opportunities like that. But that was a quick pass, just right to him. And he was able to kind of see where it was going, but wasn't able to make it. And I'm sure they'll work on that one.
Mishan Johnson to Jeff Williamson. Now Parker Hustis. Drives the lane, shot off the glass. It's good. Colton Hustis with the ball. Kenny Lazo now running the point for the Lakers. Checked into the game. Key Anderson and Caleb Cook on the bench. Crittenden behind the back dribble. Hands it up to Lazo. Lazo down low to Hardison. It'll be a foul called. Goes against Kawar Singh of the Bears.
Yeah, Kawar Singh went to high school at Archbishop Motley, and he was one of the top 5 forward in New York State. So some really good accomplishments there in his career so far. And, you know, only being a junior, that's great.
Lakers with the ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Sparks drives the lane. Off the glass, it's good. Jeremiah Sparks, 4 points now. Mishan Johnson drives the lane, hands up to Hustis. Hustis, pump fake, a couple dribbles, can't find space. Now Singh to Oduro. Oduro on Lazo. Crossover, pull-up jump shot, off the back iron, will not fall. Hardison grabs the rebound. Elijah Hardison, new player on the team this season. Transfers from St. Francis, Brooklyn, a D1 school. Kenny Lazo, though, gives it up to Crittenden. Now Sparks. Screen from Hardison. Sparks. Pump fake, now Achille. Back to Sparks. Guarded by Singh. Finding it into the lane, out to Kenny Lazo. Lazo the 3. No good. Rebound to Duro. Shot clock was winding down there, but now the Bears have the ball. Mishan Johnson one-on-one on Crittenden. Will kick it out to Hustis. The catch and shoot 3, no good. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Oduro after being tipped by Achille, and now they get down low. Rip move, gets space, and it's good from Shahid Al-Seed. Lakers lead 20-17 as this lead starts to fall a bit as the bench comes in. Timeout called by the Lakers. And Jolie, though, despite being just one of their last 6, they've gotten this lead down to 3. And Bears showing some life with the Lakers bench, seeing some action.
Yeah, for sure. And just being able to get your bench off and up and moving is really important. If you're not seeing that like movement within your bench, I think people start to fall dead in the way that they're like, oh, like, but you always have to root for your team at the end of the day, so it shouldn't feel like that. But I understand from that player perspective, playing a sport, like, it's always tough to be like that.
So for the Lakers, Caleb Cook leading the way, got the start today. He's 3 of 3 from the floor, made his 1 of 3-point attempt. It's been a good start for the 6'1" graduate student from Auburn. This looks to play a big role in this one. 7 per game scorer, already hit his average, or just halfway into this first half, excuse me.
Yeah, and Kenny Lazo, transfer, came in. He's only played in just 5 games here, and this will be a 6th, but I'm really excited to see him play. He's always been my player to watch. I just love how he moves around the court, and his family's here with sweatshirts that say Lazo on the back, and it's just very nice to see.
Lazo now with the ball, drives the lane. Shot is blocked by Kawar Singh, goes out of bounds as Mishan Johnson tries to save it, jumps over his own players on teammates on the bench.
I would be very scared if he was coming at me like that.
Definitely a scary sight for the teammates that had to duck out of the way to avoid his flying feet. Lakers retain possession. Kenny Lazo drives the lane, kicks out to Crittenden. Pump fake, tries to find space, and now kicks out to Achille. Achille now on the lane. Shot off the glass is good on the little underneath hook. But Achille now with 4 as Johnson with the ball. Down to Kawar Singh, guarded by Bowman. Singh down to Johnson. Johnson fakes a couple of threes. Really not a three-point shooter, just 0 of 3 from beyond the arc this year as Parker Kelly with the pull-up jump shot, no good. Kenny Lazo grabs the board, quickly up the forward to Bowman. Bowman makes the catch. And no foul called. A lot of contact against him, between him and Kawar Singh. Bowman back hit the floor. They're going to say Singh was set and had his hands in the air. But the Lakers do retain possession. Lazo will inbound. Goes very deep to Jamal Achille as the shot clock did reset. Now at 20. Aki Anderson calls Bowman across court for a screen. Gives it up to Achille now. Crittenden pump fake into the lane. An no-look pass to Jamal Achille. That one's good. What a pass from Julian Crittenden. The Lakers continue to show their passing prowess in this one.
Yeah, for sure. That was pretty great just to see how fast it moved and also how quick they were to be placed in their spots. That's really good work. That's basketball IQ right there.
That is great teammate chemistry as the ball is stripped away from Parker Kelly. Aki Anderson runs the break, finds space into the lane, just throws a shot up. He is fouled, and he will head to the line for 2. 8:16 remains in this first half as the Lakers lead at 24-17. Lakers getting their first attempts at the free throw line in this one. And Brian Burrows, Jolie Santiago on WTOP 10. Also joined by
Madeline Cummings.
Excuse me.
Our sideline reporter. No, Madeline is doing a great job down there, kind of talking to the crowd, getting their feel for it, because this is the first SUNYAC conference opener for Oswego and for Potsdam and for a few other teams that are playing this weekend.
Yes, opening weekend across the SUNYAC for men's and women's basketball. Not every team playing today, but every team will have a conference game under their belt by the end of the weekend as Anderson hits the free throw. One of 2 at the line. Jeremiah Sparks checks back in for the Lakers. He will pick up Mishan Johnson right around the half-court stripe. Now with Jeff Williamson and Singh. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson, a lot of space into the lane. With energy, finds room and lays it in. Kenny Lazo to Sparks. Back to Lazo. Now Anderson. Lots of guards in the game for the Lakers. Comes off to Sean Edwards. Edwards. Down low to Bowman. Bowman drives the baseline. Spins around. Kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards. Off the glass. That one's good. Great find by Cartier Bowman to find the open Edwards. Just standing right there with no one around him. Mishan Johnson calling the play. Now with Kawar Singh, back to Johnson in the corner. Sparks gives him space, looking to defend the drive as he kicks out. There'll be a charge called on Mishan Johnson as he ran into Kia Anderson on his drive. Lakers with the ball. Third foul this half for the Bears. Not a lot of fouls, just 5 so far with 7:17 to go in this first half. I mean, that being 5 total between the two teams.
Yeah, for sure. And, there's just players here that are really about their game. They know what they're supposed to do. So if there is a foul, they're just like, yep, I know what I did, and walk right back. That's something that I've noticed. And Sparks with that 3.
He makes it. Jeremiah Sparks, now 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Tucker Roswick in the game. A 3, though, from Maduro is blocked. Sparks grabs the loose ball. drives the lane, crossover, is trying to find space. He just kind of loses the ball in the air, and Oduro will grab it. He'll push it back on the court. Sean Edwards plays defense. He'll tip it away, and they'll say it goes off of Oduro as the Lakers retain possession. They lead 30-19, 6:41 to go. The Lakers on a 5-0 run, in the last minute 6, a 10-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
It is not how it started out. I will say that. Potsdam came out hot, especially Johnson down there, taking over, trying to lead, and now it's like he's slowing down, and I think that they need to get him to pick it up more, or everybody else has to pick it up.
Rosbrook's pass tipped away by Williamson, and Williamson goes up the court quickly to Nicholas Cortez. Cortez, little runner, misses everything. Rosbrook grabs the rebound. Now to Sparks. Tucker Rosbrook, freshman from Watertown. Now Sean Edwards, the three. It's good! Sean Edwards, the contested three. Timeout, Bears. Head coach Jeff Gorski unhappy with what he's seeing as the Lakers have extended this lead to 14 points.
Wow. Way to extend it, though, for sure. I didn't think that it would constantly be like that. When we were looking at the beginning of the game, we're like, whoa, this is a lot of pushback for the Lakers. But I think Lakers just need to set their feet.
We're going to set it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
All right, so even though the game just started and we're still in the first period, it is pretty intense down here. I can feel it. I've been on the edge of my seat, and I think the team is too. They've been jumping up whenever the game gets intense. There's also been a little bit of physical contact between the two teams, so I'm really excited to see where the rest of the game's going to go, and if the intensity is going to stay at this level. Burrows, back to you guys.
Thank you, Madeline. Lakers up 33-16. Jeremiah Sparks leads the way for the Lakers. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He's doing it all over the place. Grabbing boards, passing the ball, scoring the ball. What can't he do, Julie?
I know, right? We always think about that. This is definitely a game, though, that he's not being able to step back and give his threes like he usually does, though. I think that's interesting. I think that might show to what Potsdam is putting pressure on. And he needs to now play all around in a way so that Potsdam isn't capitalizing on the other Oswego players.
Of course, Sparks this year, 21.2 per game score in the first 5 games, 44.3% from the field and 37.5% from beyond the arc as the Bears have the ball coming out of the timeout. Alcide putting work on the freshman Rosbrook. Puts a shot up, no good. Rosbrook, good defense and the board. Sparks quickly up the floor to Anderson. Catch in the air, spin, and it's good. What a play from McKee Anderson. He was a wide receiver finding that ball in the air, and then he spins around, puts his eyes on the basket and makes it go. Bishon Johnson to Nicholas Cortez. Cortez, lots of space for three. Lazo lost him on the defense, and Cortez makes him pay with the three. McKee Anderson now with the ball. Lakers lead 35-22. 5:15 remains in this first half. Anderson to Sparks, guarded by Johnson. Johnson goes to the floor. Sparks with the jump shot. It's good. Bishon Johnson tried to draw a charge. He's looking around like, where's the call? But his feet were not set. And Sparks makes him pay for the foul attempt.
Those were great plays all around for both teams. Way to get up there and make those plays. Honestly, I haven't seen Nicholas Cortez do too much yet, but he just made something really powerful that they needed, honestly. While it is 22-37, Oswego is not able to respond to those things as quickly, so Nicholas Cortez should definitely keep up if he has that momentum going. He should keep it going. But Jeremiah Sparks right there again.
Sparks makes a technical free throw. Now at 9. I believe the reason he got it was the flop from Bishon Johnson. I do not believe that is allowed anymore, though I could be mistaken. Johnson now will run point for the Bears. To Parker Kelly, now Shahid Alcide. Alcide, step back jumper. No good off the back iron. Rebound between Rosbrook as he dives on it. It's to Lazo. It's going to be, looks to be probably a jump ball here. Whistles blown from the refs as both teams fighting for it on the ground. Jump ball called. Will go to the Lakers. Great hustle play from Rosbrook and Lazo, as well as Nicholas Cortez from the Bears.
As you can see, they're all getting into this game. That's the energy that they have right now, and I don't want it to stop. But I know we have 5 minutes in this half, but it's really good right now.
Lazo to Sparks and Sean Edwards. Now Rosbrook in the corner. Back to Edwards. Lakers spacing it out. Edwards hands off to Lazo. Lazo with Alcido on him. It's a mismatch. He'll drive the lane, find space off the glass. It's good. Kenny Lazo used his speed to get by the bigger Alcido on the mismatch. Kenny Lazo, it's been a disappointing start to his Laker career, just 2.8 points per game, a .211 field goal percentage, but definitely doing work there as the Bears move the ball around. Alcido uses the space for the jump shot, bounces around the iron, no good. Sparks gets the ball tipped out of his hands by Cortez, but the Lakers will retain possession as Kawar Singh checks back into the game, as well as Julian Cherry. Shahid Alcido and Parker Kelly find the bench. 4:03 remains. Lakers lead 40-22. Lazo backed against the baseline by Nicholas Cortez, but now gets it across the half-court stripe. Tough screen from Rosbrook, but Spark now gets the pass. Down to Rosbrook, does work on Kawar Singh. Spin move, hook shot off the glass, no good. Kawar Singh grabs the board, now Mishan Johnson. Taken away by Jeremiah Sparks, keeps his feet in bounds. He's 1-on-2, crossover into the lane. Loses the ball, no foul called. Mishan Johnson now pushes the other way. Jeremiah Sparks strays right on his hip. Johnson loses the ball, out of bounds, Lakers ball.
Jeremiah looked like he was running track right now, the way that he was chasing down Johnson on the sideline, and Coach Leon was watching every second of it to make sure that that ball slipped out, made its way, and went out of bounds. So that was a really good tracking for Jeremiah Sparks.
Jamal O'Killy checks back in for the Lakers, an All-SUNY third-team member last year. O'Killy goes face up on Singh, now puts his back to the basket before backing out. Lazo with Cherry on him. Now they swing it around. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson, turnaround jump shot with the buzzer going down. No good, but rebound to Achille. Shot clock resets to 20. Anderson down low to Achille. 3 players jump over him. He loses the ball. No foul called as 3 Bears jumped over his back, practically.
Yeah, Achille wanted that foul right there, and I can see it too. I think that might have been something missed, but overall there's always going to be missed calls like that for both teams, and I think Achille just wants that ball back now.
I mentioned the All-SUNY third team selection for Achille as ball goes down low to Alcido, misses the shot but will be fouled by Sean Edwards. As I was saying, mentioned the All-SUNY third team selection by Achille. Jeremiah Sparks making the SUNY first team, and Akeem Anderson making the second team for the Lakers. For the Bears, it was Brennan Seaguard Jr. and Ahamadou Silla. Neither player on the team anymore. Both have since graduated, which is an unfortunate loss. They're both SUNY third team selections, and it's a tough loss. They have to replace some pretty good production this season.
Yeah, but they do have a big veteran team. Like I know that we've emphasized before, because it's so great to see older people really teaching the younger players what's the culture of our team, how do we work together, and you can see that that's obviously working in their favor because their team chemistry is on point.
Free throw, both missed by Julian Cherry, and the loose ball grab by Caleb Cook. He runs the fast break, hands off to Anderson as the Lakers have to reset. Anderson though drives into the lane through contact, up the glass, it's good. Akeem Anderson up to 7 points as he fights through the traffic. Kawar Singh to Hustis. Hustis pumped against this into the lane. Through traffic. It will be a blocking foul called against Akeem Anderson.
There was definitely something that happened there for them that might have hurt Colton down on the hardwood. So I think he just is taking a second to kind of regather himself. But yeah, that was a clear foul.
2 minutes 30 remains on the clock as it is Colton Hustis at the line for the Bears. He makes the first. Hustis an 8.6 per game scorer and 7 of 10 this season from the charity stripe. Now 8 of 11. But Houston, again, we mentioned but just before tip-off, 20 points in that win over Canton early in their last game. A 8.6 per game score as he makes them both. Cartier Bowman checks in for Sean Edwards. Also on the floor, Jaden Kennedy, the D1 transfer from Campbell University. Jeremiah Sparks, though, will bring the ball up for the Lakers. Gives it up now, Cook, and now Kennedy. Now with Caleb Cook to Sparks. Guarded by Julian Cherry. Sparks, crossover, gets in space. Behind the back pass to Caleb Cook. The three, no good. Rebound by Bowman. Offensive rebound, and the second chance shot is good. Lakers put that lead back up to 20 points with 2 minutes to go. Nicholas Cortez now with the ball, the freshman from New York City. Now it's Houston. Houston drives the lane. Fadeaway jump shot, no good, misses everything. Now Kelly with the ball. Cortez tries to be cute and steal it away, but now on the fast break, another three attempt from Caleb Cook. No good. Rebound, though, goes to Jaden Kennedy. Sparks with the ball. Guarded by Oduro. Now Caleb Cook takes a screen from Bowman. Bowman gets the ball touched away by Kawar Singh, but Sparks grabs the loose ball. A three from Sparks. Offline, no good. Rebound goes to Nicholas Cortez. Lakers offense seeming to slow down a little bit here, missing some shots late in this first half, but they do have a 20-point lead, 44-24. Nicholas Cortez underneath hook shot, hits the iron, no good. Jaden Kennedy, though, can't corral the rebound, but does grab it away from Cortez. Cook goes up to Sparks, cross-court pass to Bowman. Bowman with space, works on Kawar Singh. Shot off the glass, no good. A foul is called. Bowman will go to the line. Lakers have made just one of their last four shots, but the Bears no better, one of their last 8. Bowman at the line, 4 points so far in this one. Make that 5 as he makes his first free throw attempt of the game. Sean Edwards checks back into the game. Eric Wall, the freshman from Syracuse, New York, Bishop Grimes graduate, checks into the game. Bowman makes the second. 59.9 seconds on the clock. So Duro brings the ball up the court and a timeout. Stoppage of play here. Not exactly sure what the stoppage is called for, but the Bears retain possession. There was no timeout called.
Yeah, it looks like coach was trying to say something, and the ref stopped to listen, and the coach was like, never mind, it's good.
56 seconds on the clock, 28 seconds on the shot clock, and there will be a timeout.
And there will
by
be one.
Head coach Jeff Gorski.
I think there was some hesitation there only because they wanted to maybe give that last possession to them, especially if they're in that momentum and have the ball. But it's understandable if you want to make a mark before you go into the halftime in that locker room and start talking to all your players about what they should do.
The Lakers on a 10-2 run in the last 4 minutes, 24 seconds, 4 of 9 on that run, but haven't made a three. Their three-point shooting has seemed to have gone wayside late in this first half. They're 4 of 11 from the field. They started really hot from beyond the arc. Sparks made a few. Caleb Cook hit one, but since then, Cook's missed a few. Sparks missed one. And their three-point shooting seeming to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's them just trying to gather their footing. Not in the sense of where they're standing to shoot, but more of getting that ball.
For the Bears, again, another scoreless run of 1 minute and 34 seconds. Again, one of their last 8 field goals. That three-point make by Nicholas Cortez with 5:33 on the clock. Their last make as they get the ball coming out of the timeout. Oduro to Houston. Drives the lane, loses the ball. Will stay with the Bears. There'll be a foul called on Cartier Bowman. No, sorry, Caleb Cook, excuse me, with the foul call.
Yeah, Caleb Cook, we also haven't been seeing threes from him. But that's not like so usual because we have seen him going kind of side by side with Jeremiah Sparks. So to not see him really score is that could also be determined in their score.
Eustace misses the first free throw attempt. Eustace in this one. It was 2 of 2 at the line, now 2 of 3. He'll make the second. Mishon Johnson will check back in for the Bears. Lakers with the ball. Caleb Cook brings it up the court. Kicks out to Edwards. The spot up 3 is good. Sean Edwards now 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. He's got 8. Mishon Johnson slowly walking up the court. Time winding down 30 seconds. Just dribbling the ball down, racing that shot clock down 15 seconds. Jaden Kennedy playing tight defense as he's right near the half-court stripe. 8 seconds on the clock. A screen from Singh is now to pick up the pace. Deep 3. No good. And a foul called on the floor against Achille. No, excuse me. Sean Edwards called his second foul. 10 seconds exact on the game clock. Bears with the ball. Mishon Johnson to inbound. Goes out to Oduro. Guarded by Cook. Gets it out. 3 attempts from Wall is good. 48-28 Laker lead. Ball goes in to Edwards. He tries to just throw a shot with Kawarsing on him. No good. And that is the half. Lakers lead 48-28 at the first half break. It was a slow start for the Lakers. The Bears had the lead early. At one point it was 8-4. And we were saying to each other, what's going on? This not look like the Lakers. They turned it on. But we're going to set it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
All right, thank you so much, guys. I am here with Jennifer. She is a Laker parent. Can you tell me a little bit about your son?
Sure. My son's Kenny Lazo. We're from Brentwood. He's been a starter player there. He's a transfer from Malloy College. And we're just anxious to see what he could bring to the team here. We're loving the environment, the coaching style, and we're excited for a good season.
Perfect. Well, did you travel very far to get here? You said you're from Brooklyn?
I'm from Long Island. It's about 5.5 hours.
Oh, wow. And you came that way just for the game?
Of course. I try to be at all his games.
Oh, well, that's great. Is there anything else you're planning on doing while you're up here?
Nope, just spend time with him, come watch the games, and enjoy the scenery. That's it.
Well, that is wonderful. Do you have any words of advice for him or for the team?
Just keep working and keep winning, and this is the year they're going to go all the way, and I'm excited that we're a part of it.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much, Jennifer. It was great meeting you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Madeline, for that excellent interview. As we said, Lakers lead 48-28 headed into the halftime break. That'll do it for us here for the first half. Brian Burrows, Julian Santiago, Madeline Cummings, and all the rest of the crew. We're going to take a quick break, send it back to the studio for Kenny, Garrett, and Alex.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP. Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of times.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Al Roker studio. You're with your lovely perch again. I'm your host, Kenny Gerard, coincided Alex Brooks, Garrett Chan. You got another look there in the Max Eels Gymnasium. We have completed one half of this basketball game here tonight. Oswego, 48, Potsdam, 28.
Yeah, Kenny, it's been a real domination from Oswego. They started off a little slow starting off this game, but they've been really kicking it up. And you know, it's the spark plug out here. Jeremiah Sparks scoring 11 points. As you see the halftime summary, Oswego field goal percentage just completely flipped against Potsdam at 55-39. And then, Garrett, talk about the rebounds. Rebounds, they're in the favor for Oswego.
You know, with the Lakers, you have players like Bowman and Crittenden inside. That's where you utilize a lot of size. And the rebounds aren't, just typical defensive rebounds. It's the offensive rebounds and really getting those second chance opportunities. We'll break it down later on, but with the Lakers, you missed a first opportunity. They're always right there ready for the ball. And with the Bears, they've been adept at kind of stopping the Lakers working inside, but in other times caught by surprise. You have Bowman flying up and utilizing his massive frame to get those second chance opportunities. And then again, really close in terms of steals and turnovers. We talked about how both of these teams, in terms of like their ability to give up the ball, they seem to be doing that a lot just because they always seem to dish it a lot. And so far they've been doing a pretty somewhat solid job of keeping the ball within their own grasp.
We saw on your screen 22-13 the rebounds. The Lakers cleaning up the glass fast, getting those offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, really accounting for their domination so far in this game is the rebound game and their defensive play so far. But for the Lakers so far, Caleb Cook having a game. Let the Lakers cook so far. Pretty good start for Caleb Cook. He's got 7 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 1 steal, 1 block.
He's really been doing it on all sides of the floor. He's got off that hot start, kind of what jump-started the Lakers, kind of started off rough in the beginning, but then really it started with Caleb Caleb Cook, being able to really make the shots both inside and outside. And when you have these openings and sort of the Bears collapsing inside, you leave the opportunity for Cook, who's prolific from the three-point shot, to make those shots.
Man, isn't he such a reliable player for this Lakers team off the bench? I mean, as I was mentioning in the pregame show, we talked about the bench points. We talked about the guys coming off the bench and having a spark plug, if you will, as we've been talking about that for a while. But yeah, Caleb Cook being able to do it all and pretty much get 7 points off the bench, he's been doing pretty well this game.
Yeah, there's a bit of bad news for the Bears so far, and it's been their turnovers. They have 10 turnovers so far in that first half. Compared to the Lakers, only 7. 4 steals for the Lakers. It's just been a vast difference in the turnover game.
Yeah, the Lakers kind of just find a way to put pressure on the Bears offense. And with the Bears, what we've seen a lot is that they're not really utilizing the edges of the court, utilizing the outside. They find a way, they try to get the ball inside. With the Lakers, they're so adept at closing space and really getting to the ball, anticipating where the pass is going to go, leading to those fast break opportunities. And for the Lakers, they've been taking advantage of those turnovers too. That's why they have this 20-point lead at the half.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Garrett, they take advantage of any turnover that comes into their grasp. I mean, you see with the Lakers, with the SUNY, that's been a trend that you've seen for the past 3 years now. I mean, they've been able to, especially at home, take advantage of these teams that, do turn the ball over or don't play up to the speed that Oswego is doing. And it's costing Potsdam right now being down 20.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, the bad news for the Bears isn't permanent. They can claw their way back. And what do we think now that the Bears have to do to change the outcome of this game? Being down 20 points into the half is not the margin they were looking for, but they can improve. And what do the Bears need to do to improve?
Yeah, and is it bad for me to say that Oswego needs to stop scoring and stop doing their game? I mean, that's pretty much they're going to have their game plan flip a 180, and they also have to make sure they do really well on defense and pretty much just stop what the Lakers have been doing this first half. I mean, you see with Sparks, you see with Achille, Aki Anderson, you see with Caleb Cook, as we mentioned, they've been able to get into space and pretty much take control of this game. And for Potsdam, they need to have their top scorer, Williamson. He hasn't been able to get a point at all today. So really good job on the Lakers to be able to take control of him. But Garrett, it seems like the Lakers they need to just stop playing in order for this.
The Lakers are doing it all, both sides of the floor. And I think for the Bears, you got to take much better high percentage shots. A lot of the attempts they have put up, it's where they've been smothered in coverage, where they're highly contested, putting in this time where you're getting the shot clock winding down, you just have to heave a shot, or trying to work inside, understanding that you're going to meet the likes of Bowman, Critton, Sparks, all those guys are just going to be right there. You got to find a way to dish it off and expand the floor a little bit.
Kenny Claus has not left the building. As we saw earlier, the toy drive going on today donated you a little gift here.
That's right.
I like the little squeaker we got in the little piggy book here. But the Lakers so far have been donating buckets as well. The assist game is completely different from both of these teams. The Oswego State Lakers, 12 assists to Potsdam's 2. A huge impact in this game, Alex.
Yeah, and especially unselfish basketball, as I would like to say. The Lakers are giving it to everybody. They're really including a lot of their players, and that's one of the reasons why they are one of the most dominating forces in the SUNY and in the NCAA. They aren't afraid to share the ball around, do a little bit of Secret Santa.
Yeah, you kind of talked about their ability to find openings and really utilize the lanes. You don't have to always have the double coverage come to you. Sometimes you have an opening that presents itself, and when you have players cutting the lanes, and it's actually a perfect opportunity to head over to the monitor a little bit, just to break it down, how the Lakers have been successful in really getting inside, utilizing the paint. And we start off with the Lakers. This is where, if you let it play out, it all starts with another fast break opportunity. Sparks finds inside pass. The Bears have been struggling in transition the entire game. So we go on to the next clip. Now this time the Lakers, second chance opportunity here. Or actually you work inside, you find Achille. That's right. I almost lost it, guys.
It's a hard one.
It's
It's been a long day.
Either way, we saw Sean Edwards here. We roll it back, this clip back a little bit, because what I really like is you put Sean Edwards here. He has not played that much in terms of the game, but with the Bears' size, you want Sean Edwards to get some of that playing time. And it's perfect time to utilize that height, a clever pass inside. You have two guys right here. Sean Edwards, right place, perfect time. And you have Sparks, you have these guys. If you need to kick it out, if Edwards was not open here, you could dish it out to them. But for the Bears, now it's all about the fast break. How do you really get the Lakers off, get on their heels back in transition? That was a dunk there early in the contest where this is where the Bears really excelled. And the Lakers' bad transition here, Cook wasn't able to get there in time. So you talk about how the Bears really need to utilize the Lakers' poor transitions at times. And then here, pause it here, right here. You saw Houston's here at the top of the key. Then you draw three guys, 1, 2, 3. You have a chance for the three-point shot here. Bears, typically, they don't really shoot the three ball. What you do is you draw the contact, something the Lakers do a lot too. So you get the foul here on Achilles, strip the ball. So this is what has been very successful for the Bears, and they definitely got to keep doing that over in the second half.
I absolutely agree with you, Garrett. What an excellent segment of ball talk. Way to really break down the game.
myself, I swear.
No, I really don't think I could say that much better myself, Garrett. I think that was excellent.
Thank you.
But now, Potsdam, I'm reading this book. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. They're looking for answers while Potsdam. Wow, English is hard. While Oswego is looking for the victory. That's gonna do it for us here for the halftime report. We're gonna send you back over to the Zeal with Brian and Jolie. Brian, Jolie, take it away.
Second half action here between the Oswego State Lakers and the Potsdam Bears. Brian Burrows alongside Jolie Santiago and our sideline reporter Madeline Cummings. Lakers lead 48-28, Jolie, and kind of a tale of a quarter and three quarters.
This is definitely something that, not that I wasn't expecting it, because I know Oswego is playing at a greater level than some of the other teams in the SUNY Conference. However, I thought that there was definitely going to be some pushback from Potsdam based on those first few minutes of the game. And if you were watching that, I was a little like, oh wow, they're really pushing on Oswego, that Oswego needs to adjust a lot of things. And they did that. So I think that's why Oswego got that good lead ahead.
Yeah, the Lakers shot 20 of 36 from the field in the first half, just 4 of 12 from deep, but over 50% from the field is an excellent clip to get yourself a big lead, as they did.
Yeah, getting that big lead, especially right now, especially before halftime, getting to talk with your team in the locker room, really good look for you guys.
The Bears will get the ball to start second half action. It will be Jeff Williamson inbounding to Mishan Johnson. Williamson, the leading scorer for this Bears team this season, 12.6 points per game, hasn't found the bottom of the net yet. Has a three there, no good for Parker Kelly. Ball tipped away and out of bounds off the hands of Williamson. And Achille inbounds to Aki Anderson. Anderson to Sparks and Cook. Achille on the left wing. Bowman calls for Cook, but a bounce pass into the lane, kicked away. And kickball violation on Isaac Aduro Jr. For the Bears, Shahid Al-Sayed leads the way, 7 points, 3 rebounds for the big man. Listed at 6'6". There, looks a little taller on the court. And now Anderson with the ball. Almost throws the ball away, but gained it by Cook. Bounce pass to Sparks as he finds his way into the lane. Spin move. Fade away. No good. Now Mishan Johnson, guarded by Sparks. It's been Johnson against Sparks this entire game. Always on each other on offense and defense. As they go inside to Al-Sayed. Down to Achille. On Achille, excuse me. Floater misses everything, but Mishan Johnson grabs the rebound. Hook shot off the glass is good. They're going to wave it off. Shahid Al-Sayed on the offensive goaltending. That is a tough play. Tough break for the Bears. I know Al-Sayed trying to do his best, trying to make sure that ball gets into the bottom net, but it looked like it was going to roll in, and you can't touch the ball when it's on the rim.
Yeah, and it's really good that you're making real good points to the people watching at home, because you might not exactly know that, but honestly, overall, playing good game. And I just want to also mention, I think that the coaches did a really good job of matching up the players. So we're not having real mismatches like in other games that we've watched before, especially when you're going against the Lakers. It tends to be that like people underestimate it a little bit on who can be where. But I think Potsdam's coaching staff did a really good job of matching up who's with who. Personally, I definitely think Johnson should be with Sparks because of how they both play a similar game.
No, exactly. I think you make an excellent point there with the Lakers. Both teams matching up really well. I know it's something Coach Leon wants is that all his players can guard 1 through 5 on the court at all times. They can switch. They can play zone. They can play man. It doesn't matter. All their players will be able to match up anywhere. But you mentioned they both did a really good job. I especially do what you mentioned. The Sparks on Johnson matchup has been an excellent one to watch in this one as the Lakers bring the ball. Sparks with the ball. Anderson guarded by Isaac Oduro Jr. Now with Cook and back to Sparks. Kelly to Cook. Anderson on Oduro. He loses the ball. Oduro hit the ground, no call, and Mishon Johnson brings up the court. Guarded by Cook. Finds the lane. Loses the ball, but Shahid Al-Seed there to grab it. Kicks out. They say a push was called on. They're going to call a push, on Caleb Cook.
Caleb Cook is stunned by the fact that something was called on him. He's just standing there, but I think it's just because of he didn't think he did anything wrong, and you're just really so in the zone there. But they're going to get it back in a second just by the looks of this defense.
Bears swinging the ball around, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Mishon Johnson drives the lane. Underneath shot, no good. Ball trips around before in the hands of Anderson. Now Achilles, he brings it across the half court. Cross-court pass to Cook. Cook, pump fake, gets him moving. Now Sparks wide open for 3. The shot, no good off the back iron. Mishon Johnson. Now with Williamson. Williamson shot, does find the bottom of the net, and Williamson gets his first points of the game. The lead is 40-38 Lakers with 17:35 remaining. Cook, now Sparks. Sparks, floater is good. Jeremiah Sparks, 13 points now to go with his 5 rebounds and his 7 assists. Don't want to say it too early, but he may be on triple-double watch.
Hey, that's good stuff right there, yeah.
Parker Kelly inside to Achilles, on Achilles. Shot missed, bounce pass up to Anderson. Off the glass, no good. Cook can't grab the rebound. Parker Kelly grabs it. And now Mishon Johnson. Sparks picks him up at the 3-point line. Oduro with the ball, and now Parker Kelly. Down low to Shahid Al-Seed, guarded by Cartier Bowman. Shahid spin move, off the glass. Can't get it to go. And Achilles grabs the ball. T. Anderson quickly up the court to Caleb Cook. 2-on-2. Caleb Cook into the lane. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Anderson gets the ball. No good. Foul called. It looks like Anderson will be headed to the line for 2. We're going to set it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
All right, thanks, guys. I am here with 2 of the Potsdam Bears on the women's team, and Jakia and Olivia. Do you have any comments on your game? How do you think you played? Just a little reflection for me.
Honestly, I think I played okay. Could have been a little better. Made a few mistakes, but hopefully next game I'll make better corrections to it. Even though I didn't play today, seeing my team go out there and fight, I feel like we had a good fight and we really tried our hardest, but we just didn't make it through. But next game, no.
Next game. And do you have any comments on the boys' game right now? How they're doing? Any advice that you'd give them?
Honestly, I would just say that they just need to keep working together. There's no I in team, and hey, I feel like they gotta just work harder and pull through. They got this.
And after earlier today, what is your plan to move on? What are the next steps that your team will be taking?
We will most definitely be working on the little mistake that we made today between scoring, passing, getting back on D, like little stuff like that. I feel like we're most definitely going to be back in the gym on Monday. We're going to work on a couple stuff that we need to critique and stuff like that. We're watching a lot of film because, you know, it's always important to watch how we play against other people so we can know what to do better in the future. So, yeah, that's all.
Perfect. So a lot of hard work, it sounds like. Thank you so much. Good luck on all of your future games. Back to you, Brian and Jolie.
Thank you, Madeline. Just going to the line will be Caleb Cook after the foul call. Lakers lead 54 at 32, 50 and 29 on the clock. We've seen Aki Anderson come alive a little bit here in the second half. Aki Anderson, a couple of the last buckets for the Lakers, including some of the charity stripe. Certainly turning things on. He's 4 of 7 so far from the field in this one. Caleb Cook will make the first. Eric Wall, the freshman, checking in for the Bears.
Jeff Williamson just came out now, but he's had a really nice record at Potsdam so far. Sophomore there.
Cook makes the second. Mishan Johnson, guarded by Aki Anderson. Down to Kwar Singh, guarded by Rosbrook. They kick it out to Johnson. Johnson the three. No good. Kenny Lazo grabs the board. They kick it across to Cook. Cook just gives it up to Achille. Now Lazo. Crossover moves from Lazo into the lane. Down Rosbrook, guarded by Singh. Pump fake gets Singh off his feet, and he goes underneath him for the bucket. Mishan Johnson quickly pushing up the court. He'll push through traffic and will get a foul. What a play there by Tucker Rosbrook, the freshman. He got Kawar Singh, the junior, the veteran player on this team, off his feet, going underneath the arm to get himself a clean look at the basket.
For sure. Tucker Rosbrook is really somebody that I haven't seen play as much before, but seeing him in this game particularly, I like it. I think that he's there and he's trying to show himself off a little bit. You know, the Watertown native just coming in here not too far away, an hour away, just trying to make a statement, and I like that a lot. And yeah, I think that's just really good. I just saw something. He was named Tucker is the 7 News Watertown Savings Bank North Country Athlete of the Week. A long sentence, but he was the Athlete of the Week in Watertown. I think that's really cool.
Mishan Johnson missing both free throws. But yeah, you mentioned Tucker Rosbrook getting that Athlete of the Week award back in high school early 2023. Definitely a player the Lakers would look to build with, a 6'8 freshman, going to be here for a few more years, someone that the Lakers will hopefully rely on to be the big man of the future once Cartier Bowman graduates. And, of course, to lose players like Luke Van Slyke, graduate, student 6'7", as Eric Wall hits the jump shot over Rosbrook.
He's tall, but maybe he wasn't just that tall right there.
Lazo into the lane, wide open space, over Singh, it goes, and one! Kenny Lazo has all that space. Kawar Singh tries to close it, and Lazo makes the bucket count and gets the foul called. Kawar Singh picks up his 3rd personal foul of the game. It is just 5 to foul out in college basketball. So he only just 2 more. No subs lined up to come in quite yet.
He played at Molly University, which is NCAA Division II.
Yes, Kenny Lazo, the D2 transfer. One thing, Coach Leon very good at recruiting players from divisions above. You see it you've seen it in the past. Devin Green, he came from community college, but really good player for him. This year, Elijah Hardison, Kenny Lazo, Jaden Kennedy, all transfers from divisions above the Lakers. Lakers obviously a Division III program. Lazo coming from Division II, and Hardison and Kennedy coming from Division I programs.
That's utilizing all different type of knowledge that you won't get if you're just pulling from the same areas. You really got to branch out, and I think Coach Leon does a really good job about that.
Yeah, the Lakers have a very good mix of veteran presences as well as young freshmen as Bears inbound the ball. Lazo tries to pick off the pass, but ends up in the hands of Hustis. Behind the back jumper, 3 foul is no good. Caleb Cook up to Lazo. Lazo behind the back, finding space, step back, doesn't take the shot. Goes down to Hardison, guarded by Singh. Hardison kicks out to Achille. Achille now space to Lazo. 3, no, doesn't take it. Step back, down low to Achille. Almost loses the ball. Guarded by Alcide. Gets his own rebound on the miss and one. Great hustle play by Jamal Achille. Not only does he get space on Shahid Alcide down low, he misses the first shot, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and then draws the foul.
So like I was telling you a little bit before, I did talk to Jamal Achilles earlier. He was telling me about him being so excited for today's game because it's conference. And that's what we love to hear, only because SUNY Conference is such a big part of basketball. Overall, D3 basketball cares a lot about the SUNY Conference. So that he's so into it is really nice to hear.
Yeah, of course, SUNY play dominates most of the season. The Lakers, a nationally ranked program, but they got to win the conference. They want to keep up that high praise they've been getting in the national rankings. Quick 3 from Eric Wall, misses everything. Edwards lets it go out of bounds. 13:07 on the clock. Lakers lead 65-34. But yeah, you mentioned just Achilles want to play in the SUNY, and I do think these players like playing these SUNY opponents, Potsdam being the first this season. But the SUNY 2 years ago, when the Lakers made the tournament back in 2021, they kind of ran through it. There really wasn't too much challenge Brockport. But last year, Coach Lynn even said it, the other teams around them stepped up. You saw it. Brockport grabbed a win over them. Cortland, New Paltz, other teams keeping it close with the Lakers. And so I think these players on Oswego are excited to see what these teams around them, what these teams in their own conference can do to try and stop them. And I don't think that they're like, we're better than them. I just think they have the mentality of, we need to continue to win. We need to play our brand of basketball.
I totally hear you. And I think there's something really cool about having this conference, such a large one, and it being so close-knit, too. Like, I know for somebody that goes to Oswego, I have friends in every single one of these schools, and it's just so nice to know, like, oh, my friend's team, oh, we're gonna beat you guys. You know, that's that kind of like what's going on with the SUNYAC. So these guys are playing for that, especially with the fans here that are rooting for them and going against their team, their friends' teams, you know. So I just thought that was a really neat thing. And with Jamal saying that he's so excited just shows he's kind of representing the team in that faction. Yeah, they're excited about this game.
Of course, you mentioned earlier today, the first day of SUNYAC play across the league. By the end of the weekend, every team in the conference will have played at least one game, most of them two. Right now, without a conference game, the Lakers lead the way at 5-0. Potsdam just second to last, 1-4. But anything can happen once you hit conference play. Games change, game mentalities change, and seasons can turn around.
And let's not forget tomorrow, they're going against Plattsburgh. So that's just another whole different thing now.
Kenny Lazo with the ball. Gives it up to Hardison. It's tipped away. And the Bears go on transition. Down low, stealing away by Josh Thigpen to put it off the back of Hardison before getting it back and giving it to Lazo. Lazo in the lane. Aki Anderson. Lots of contact, no foul call. Anderson gets it back. Again, blocked away. And the Bears get it back. Oswego leads 65-34. 12:25 remains as the three goes up. No good from Jeff Williamson. And Anderson to Edwards. The three. It's good. Sean Edwards continues his play from beyond the arc. He's 2 of 3 and 4 of 5 in the game. He's got 10 points. Lakers currently on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes. The run 20-4 in the last 5 minutes, 36 seconds. 3 up, no good from Parker Hughes. Rebound Hardison. Kenny Lazo guarded by Nicholas Cortez. Jaden Kennedy sitting on the sideline waiting to check in. What a dribble by Lazo. The jump shot is good. Kenny Lazo showing off his dribble moves. Kawar Singh gives it up to Hustis. Guarded by Hardison. Spin move into the lane. Shot off the glass. No good. Thigpen pushes in transition. Travel by Josh Thigpen. Gives the ball back to the Bears as Jaden Kennedy checks in for Aki Anderson.
Around this time last year, Josh Tigpin was the lone freshman for Oswego Lakers, and now he's here playing as a sophomore. He's originally from Westchester. He has some experience playing ball there at Hastings High School on the varsity team. So it's really interesting to see the different players coming off the bench for this game today.
The Lakers seeming to get deep into their bench for this one. Those guys that in close games may not see a lot of playing time, definitely getting some usage here tonight. The ball with the hands of Nicholas Cortez, guarded by Hardison. It's a little bit of a mismatch. Pump fake by LC. They'll pull up on the jumper. No good. Rebound, Sean Edwards. Ball is a fight, and it will be a jump ball, and it will go to the Bears. You mentioned Josh Thigpen, the lone freshman last year. It was just, I believe, him and Cartier Bowman, the new faces on the team last year, a team that went all the way to the Elite Eight in the national tournament last year. So obviously the impact of Bowman and Thigpen, the freshman, coming off the bench, didn't play a lot last year, but did make his impact. Sees more playing time this year as well.
Yeah, and to talk more about the chemistry between them, he said, all of my teammates really have taken me under their wing, basketball-wise and outside-wise. I'm cool with them, they're great teammates, and they made the transition a lot easier. And I think that's really nice to hear, and it talks a lot about what I'm hearing about this year's team as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned that chemistry that obviously Josh Thigpen, when he said that just coming in as a freshman, that quotes you're pulling from the Oswego article when he came in last year, obviously the chemistry on the floor. And the way I can see it is by these no-look passes, these passes that are fake one way, go the other way, because that's the team chemistry. That's knowing where your teammates are going to be on the fast break, on a broken play. The teammate chemistry for this Lakers squad is extremely high.
So we got Cherry to the charity stripe right now. Haven't really seen him do too much, but he's very good on this team. He's a leader on the team. So to see him only right now is kind of crazy, but the score is 70-35 Oswego. So
yeah, Cherry makes the second of two free throws. Now 1 point, 104 from the line today as Thigpen uses his size and wingspan to get that ball to fall into the basket. Thigpen, the 10th player today to score for the Lakers. Parker Kelly spins around Lazo, fouled by Sean Edwards. Edwards' third of the game. 10:06 remains in the second half. Lakers 72-35 lead. And of course, we talk about these new players, we talk about these new faces, all brought in by head coach Jason Leone in his 12th year, 6 SUNYAC titles with the squad, a 6-time SUNYAC Coach of the Year, one of the most experienced coaches in the SUNYAC, and one of, I want to say, the best coaches in the country.
yeah, and let's also talk about how he was assistant head coach at Potsdam. I love that. I think that's cool that he's in the SUNYAC with that. I like to see teams that I might have left or I might have played for either way, and then see them again when you play against them, go head to head. That's really cool. I hope that he might have said hi to the coach there because he probably knows him.
Spin move, lost. Jaden Kennedy grabs the loose ball, drives the lane, shot through traffic off the glass, no good. Rebound fought, tips away. Thigpen grabs it off the glass. It's good. Thigpen, 4 points now. Parker Kelly with the ball, guarded by Rashawn Grant. Penny Lazo takes the pocket, but it will be a jump ball. No, a foul actually called on Kenny Lazo. Jason Leone just kind of telling him, slow down, don't need to draw the fouls. Inbound goes to Kelly, and Cortez in the corner, guarded by Rashawn Grant. Cortez the three, it's good. Nicholas Cortez showing he can still hit from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from this one. 6 points for the guard, freshman from New York City. Lazo fouled then by Cortez, his first of the game. And Jolie, it's been a rough second half for Potsdam so far. 4 of 18 from the field, 1 of 8 from deep, only 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. Gonna need to turn things around, even if they just want to make this a respectable loss, as Lazo misses the 3. Thigpen, the ball, Shot up. It's good. Josh Thigpen continuing to show his long wingspan. He's going to play in this game.
Yeah, Thigpen is not getting stopped right now. And while Potsdam is fighting to get points on the board, it's like constantly Oswego giving them no mercy, like now.
Rashawn Grant finishes off the glass from the dish from Thigpen. And Nicholas Cortez brings up the 4. Looks like freshman Stephen Bradley getting ready to check in for the Lakers as they continue to go deeper into that bench with 8:15 remaining. Cortez to Wall. Wall to Ethan Bask, excuse me. Those will be fouled on the shot. Back the freshman from Queens, 6'1".
Yeah, they went to school together. Jamal Killy and Stephen Bradley, they went to St. Peter's High School under the same coach, worked, and they know their own system, so I think that's really cool when you get to reunite with somebody you've been on the same team with before.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kelly helps in the recruiting process. As Edwards checks out for Bradley. Lakers lead at 78-40, 8:06 remaining. As Bax misses the second free throw. Bax had played just one game this year, hadn't scored a point, and yet to score in this one is Kennedy with the ball. Jump stop, kicked around, Thigpen with the ball. Down low to Grant. Grant double teamed. Kennedy saves it from going out of bounds now to Lazo. Lazo cross court to Stephen Bradley. The 3, front iron, no good. Rebound to Ethan Bash. But taken away by Kennedy. Lazo. The 3 from the corner. Rolls around, no good. Stephen Bradley, though, can't grab the rebound. Hustle play for him, doesn't end up with the ball. Nicholas Cortez goes the other way. The old Euro step around. Thigpen can't get it to fall. Cortez just tipping it around, trying to get into space before he grabs his own miss and resets the offense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Grant. Cortez just throws a shot up. He is fouled by Rashawn Grant and will head to the line.
I love to see the fact that there's student athletes here that play so well with one another, and it's not that they're always playing constantly together. So what I mean by that is they're not always that lineup that's getting to play. So being able to play with one another like this and it feel like so seamless, like it's not like one player is out of loop than the others. They're working so well together that it just feels like they've been doing this the entire time. This is how they must practice. Every player gets that time. Nobody is just staying out there the entire time, and I like that. I think if Coach Leone is using practices like that, it's really nice.
Shot missed by Rashawn Grant. Foul called. Coach Leone. A little yell from the bench. Thigpen called for the foul, his third foul, and the team 8th. Bears are in the bonus. Bass makes the free throw, gets his first points of the year.
Right in the SUNYAC conference opener. You got your first points up, and that does look good for you going into your stats.
Makes
and again.
Them both. Now 2 of 4 from the line. Chris Toscano checks in for Kenny Lazo. Toscano Jr. from Franklin Square. Limited playing time for the Lakers team, but makes his impact off the bench when needed. Him and Bradley go back and forth for Bradley. Pulls a 3 off the iron, hits the top of the backboard, and is out of play. Ball heads back to the Bears. Nicholas Cortez bringing the ball back up the court. Cortez, a three-sport athlete in high school, played both football and cross country to go with his basketball career. As Eric Wall drains the 3 for his went to Forest Hills High School.
That is truly a talent to have you be a three-sport athlete at your amazing, being so good at each of the sports too. That's just talent in and of itself. And then being a student on top of it, I mean, there's a lot to talk about there. So I don't want to take away from the game. That's a lot there, but good for him to be able to do all that.
Hits the basket there. The Lakers go down to Rashawn Grant. He makes the basket through traffic. Nicholas Cortez, a sports management minor, has a career mission to become a gym teacher and a coach. So maybe one day we'll see him on the sidelines for this Potsdam team as he misses the long three.
That's something I will say. Being a player is like so awesome, but when you become a coach, that's just a whole nother ballpark because of how impactful you can be. The power you hold as a coach is something important, and this game is getting intense over there.
Ball bouncing around a little bit, foul called. Goes against.
Cortez is laughing it off, I think, to try and just get away from it all, but he's pulling over to the sideline to step out.
Cortez called for the foul. Lakers to the bonus. So Thigpen will head to the line. John Blackwood checks in for the Bears, as does Matthew Szymanski. Coach is kind of emptying the bench a little bit here, getting players, all their players playing time. Thigpen missed the free throw. Off the court goes Szymanski. Gives it to Parker Kelly. He'll pump fake on Rashawn Grant. Spins, pass, headed for Julian Cherry, goes out of bounds as Cherry tried to cut towards the basket. Lakers take the ball back. 80-49 Lakers lead. 5 on the clock. Toscano to Kennedy into Thigpen. Thigpen fouled on the shot. We'll head to the line. If you were to talk about Josh Thigpen, he's 6'4", listed as a guard, but I'm just watching him play today. Definitely more of a forward. They keep him inside a lot more. He definitely has the dribble skill, the ball skills of a guard, but I think Coach Leon likes to use him more as a forward. Use his height, his wingspan to control the paint down low.
Yeah, that's a really good observation. I think that's so good, and I think you should go talk to Coach Leon about that.
Well, maybe it's to throw opponents off. You never know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
As he drains them both. 7 points now for the sophomore. Julian Cherry with the ball gets taken away by Rashawn Grant. Grant runs the floor. Tipped away off the glass. Rebound.
Jeremiah Sparks jumped out of his chair hoping that Grant was able to make that. And I think it's just the excitement because you want to see your teammates win in those instances. The bench is so happy for the players out here.
No, and you love the camaraderie, the teammates, the players on the bench, these guys that are starters who aren't on the floor now, still cheering on their teammates. They could be checked out. They could be like, all right, my game's over. I'm not going to focus, but they're sitting there. They're cheering their teammates on. They're jumping up, playing, getting excited.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see the camaraderie that these players have between each other.
100%.
Stephen Bradley called for the foul as Parker Kelly heads to the line. Kelly, there's 2 points in this one, 0 of 4 from the field. Now 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. He leads the Bears in minutes with 25. Kelly coming into this game, a junior from Plattsburgh, 6.2 per game scorer, as he now is up to 4. Ball gets him low to Rashawn Grant. Cross-court pass to Kennedy. The spot up 3 is good. Jaden Kennedy, the transfer from Campbell University. Parker Kelly. Jump shot. 3, no good. Kelly gets in there for the rebound, but Kennedy grabs it. Saves it from going out of bounds. And then he'll bring it back. Cross-court pass to Bradley. Bradley, another three. Good. Steven Bradley gets the Lakers up to 90 with 3.5 to go. Bradley makes his first. He's now 1 of 3 from beyond the arc as Parker Kelly looks to answer, and he will. His first field goal of the game. Toscano to Bradley, the three. No good off the back iron. Thigpen grabs the rebound. An athletic finish around the rim for Josh Thigpen as he's got 10. Three, no good. Toscano runs the court to Bradley in the corner. Bradley now drives into the lane, loses the ball, trying to give it off to Grant, and the Bears take it back. Szymanski runs the court, almost blocked away off the glass. It's good for Julian Cherry. And a stoppage of play.
Thigpen is on fire, though. Like,
Thigpen,
I know we've
killing
talked about him, but he's able to keep the glue on this court right now. All the guys have different talents for the Lakers on this court, but Thigpen is just like leading it all. So I think that's really cool to see a sophomore doing that. But he's also kind of leading 2 freshmen right now, and up behind the back.
Toscano to Grant as he hits the jumper from the free throw line. Bears with the ball. Drives the lane. Julian Cherry had the ball on his hip. Got the shot off. 2 minutes to go in the game. 94-58 Laker lead. Chris Toscano now with the ball. Toscano to Kennedy. The fadeaway jump shot is good. Nice finish there from Jaden Kennedy as he fades away from the basket towards the corner.
Everyone is trying to eat right now, I will say. This is really cool to watch. 3-pointers back to back, good defense, and getting the turnovers for their team is really, really solid.
And we're going to send it down to Madeline Cummings, our sideline reporter. Madeline, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. So the SUNY Oswego Lakers are up like 38 points tonight. They're pretty close in fouls with 10 fouls for Oswego and 8 fouls for the Potsdam Bears. But the Oswego Lakers are just playing really strong tonight. They're completely outplaying the Potsdam Bears, which I was really surprised about. I think they're just doing a great job, and I'm really excited to see the comeback that they might make in the last minute of the game. Now, Brian Jolie, back to you.
Thanks, Madeline. Shot made by Jaden Kennedy. Lakers lead 98-60. A minute to go on the game clock. And I know we're talking about Josh Thigpen a lot, but I do want to highlight the fact his 10 points, 4 from the floor, a career high for him as his role continues to expand in this Lakers squad. Also, to add to that, 6 rebounds as Julian Cherry takes the 3, misses. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to the Lakers, just 2 points shy, 1 basket away from 100 points on the game. Toscano brings the ball up, drives the lane out to Thigpen. Thigpen, little underhand floater, no good. Rebound.
It's about 30 seconds left. Ooh, big dribbles right there.
Shot up, no good by the Lakers. 2 players with the rebound. 20 seconds on the clock. No reason to take a shot. All they got to do is get it across the half-court stripe, and they can dribble it out. 98 points, the second highest scoring total for the Lakers this season, and they will just dribble it out. Of course, they scored 104 in that opening game versus SUNY Poly, but an excellent start to the Lakers season. An excellent start to the conference play for Oswego as they take the victory 98-60 over the Potsdam Bears. Of course, Brian Burrows and Jolie Santiago for WTOP 10. Obviously, our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. And Lakers spread the ball around, spread the scoring around, 98 points. And the highest score where Jeremiah Sparks and Key Anderson tied at 13, Jolie.
And he wasn't even in the whole game. That is something to surely be proud of, but I know he is. We talk about him all the time because he truly is able to put up those threes. He's able to change roles that you don't get to see a lot of players do just overall in the entire division. So it should definitely be talked about, especially when they're home like this. A lot of people came out for tonight's game, too. Earlier for women's, but also for men's tonight at 7:30. But now, as we're wrapping it up, I think that it's really nice to see everybody come in. It's toy drive also, a really big part of the night. That's the theme. It's just overall been a great day. How about for you, Brian?
No, I think it's been a great 2 games of basketball. Of course, you see both teams for the Lakers grab victories, like the women's winning 55-51 earlier before the tip-off of the men's game. But, Julie, I do want to highlight one thing. The Lakers defense continually playing really well, held the Bears to 33, or just under 34% from the field, 20 of 59. Their defense, certainly the highlight of this team this season. They have been holding opponents 64 points a game. They keep it under that mark in this one.
Yeah. Keeping under the mark is right. Yeah. I think that overall, being able to play that game and work it through. I think you were also earlier saying second highest game of the season.
Yep.
I'm sure we're going to have more like that throughout. Don't doubt it for a second. I think Potsdam played really good at the beginning. I see them down there kind of talking with one another. A little frustration with the waving of the hands, but they played really good in the beginning, and that should not be forgotten. If they could have done that the entire game, I think this would have been super closer than it was with the 98-60 Oswego.
No, I definitely agree with that. The Bears came out hot. Again, we mentioned had that lead early, but Lakers made some adjustments and kind of shut the Bears down for the rest of the game. But that'll do it from us here in the Max Steel Gymnasium. Lakers take a 98-60 win. For Julie Santiago, our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings, my name is Brian Burrows, and for the rest of the crew here at the Max Steel Gymnasium, thank you very much for watching. And we're set to break before headed to the guys back in the studio.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what?
Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back into the Al Roker studio. I'm your lovely ho-ho holly jolly host, Kenny Gerard, coincided by a couple of names rising in the Port City. Alex Brooks, Garrett Chan, and that is it for the games today. We've seen 2 basketball games, 2 Oswego State Lakers victories, 1 for the men's team, 1 for the women's team. The game we just watched, Oswego 98, Potsdam 60. A good game for the Lakers, also a good game for Potsdam. Way to open up the year for both teams. What do we think, Alex?
Yeah, well, the Lakers scored 98. The Bears scored 60. So I would say that's some good analysis.
I would say that's a great analysis there, Alex Barkley. What do you think, Garrett?
You'll never find, blah, blah, blah. Either way.
Good job, Garrett. Yeah, Garrett O'Neal.
Yeah, you kind of look at there. The Lakers really dominated all facets of the game. 55 rebounds to 29. I mean, Shaq would be proud of that performance too.
Yeah.
But again, it's a type of offense we expect from the Lakers, ability to shoot from not just three-point range, but also work it down low in the paint, and ability to get those second chance points as well. And we saw a lot of that in this game. And really, the Lakers in that second half, 50 points compared to 32. Lakers a much better team overall.
Yeah, it's exactly what they needed to do. I mean, 98 points is a pretty tough number to put up in D3 with just 2 halves. And Potsdam, I mean, trying to claw their way back, only putting up 60, just not going to cut it against the Lakers. And you're looking there, 50% from the field for the Lakers. It's a much better game for the Lakers. 55 rebounds to 29. It doesn't get much better than that for the Lakers. But we definitely saw the points in the paint was a large discrepancy. We saw plenty more inside the paint play for the Lakers, and that's definitely something that benefited them a lot tonight.
Yeah, especially in the second half. The Lakers were really doing well in the paint, as we see the highlights from the second half. And the whole game is it was just a really good overall performance from all of the Laker guys on this team. So it's like we see that from the high scorers are Aki Anderson, Jeremiah Sparks, both at 13, and then you got some guys off the bench from Thigpen and Edwards were able to get 10. So as I mentioned before, it's all about getting guys off the bench and also having guys who know Jason Leone's system, Coach Leone's system, to really get out there and deliver on their opening SUNYAC weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it. Coach Leone's strategy is to really, with the Lakers offense, hurt you in a multitude of ways. And today, it was pretty much the points in the paint. Lakers outscoring the Bears by a score of 56-26, and just overall out-rebounding, and the bench points, 49-32. Of course, you got to consider that the fact that the Lakers, when you're up with that large of a margin, you're probably going to play more of your bench. It's to see that the bench was able to score at the capacity they can just really shows how deep this Lakers team is.
Yeah, you know, we had said it, or I had said it earlier at least, at Oswego, 55 rebounds to the Potsdam 29. They're getting these second opportunities tonight. They had plenty of offensive rebounds. They were making it happen down low, and those second chance points were crucial in the victory for the Lakers, in my opinion. I think without the second chance points, the game would have definitely been a lot tighter. So what do you guys think about their second chance points and capitalizing on the opportunities they were given tonight?
Well, you said it best, Kenny. I mean, that's one of the most important factors in the big victory for the Lakers today. I mean, they were able to get a lot of second chance opportunities, and as going into the season, they feast off of that. You see that with other SUNYAC opponents, you can't really turn the ball over, and you can't give Oswego the chance to score again. You can't have the Lakers keep having the possession, keep having those offensive rebounds. You got to put them away early, and that just wasn't the case tonight.
With the second chance points, it's not just going to be like the likes of Bowman and Achille, kind of the larger guys, but it's also going to be Sparks, Aki Anderson, guys that, with their speed, their ability, their large vertical, they're going to swoop in and get those offensive rebounds too. So really, if you're in opposition, you can't really just guard and defend the big guys, because you always got guys coming in from outside the box or outside the paint. So it's kind of the thing where the Lakers, like I said, they attack you in a multitude of ways, and they know how to hurt you where it hurts.
Right, and we said before this game that there was a huge importance in the bench. We had said that Devin Green dropped 18 points last year against them off the bench, leading to their victory. And tonight was no different. We saw guys like Lazo, 7 points. We saw Edwards, 10 points. We had guys coming off the bench that were making great production for the Lakers, dropping buckets, getting boards, dishing the ball around. I mean, it was crucial how the bench played tonight, and I think what we said earlier played exactly into the hand of the Lakers.
Yeah, it's the name of the game here, Kenny. I mean, it's the name of the game to have those guys on the bench, have those guys that can help your starters have a little bit more confidence, have a little bit more of a breather. I mean, you're going to need those guys down the stretch, both as the starters and both from the sitting down on the bench. But you're going to need everyone to step up at some point. There's going to be those games down the stretch. I know this is only the SUNYAC opening weekend, but it's also coming into those final games against Brockport, against New Paltz, against Oneonta. Those are going to be those important games that you need all of your players to step up in a starting role off the bench at any point, because you never know how this season is going to play out.
Coach Leon kind of has this philosophy. It's all hands on deck for this Lakers, because if you're a team capable of making a deep run, not just in the SUNYAC, but perhaps in the NCAA playoffs come a few months from now, you're going to need other guys to step up, especially as the season progresses, where you need to give some of those starting five ability to kind of like relax it a little bit, kind of reel back. And even if likes of Sparks, Achille, Anderson, they don't put up those 20, 30-point performances, you're still going to get contributions from everyone else who gets those double digits as well.
Right, and Potsdam, they may not have come out with the win today, and they may have lost by 38, and it may not have been the game they wanted to start off the SUNYAC year with, but they did not lose in every single category tonight. Potsdam Bears led the steals 9-8, led the blocks 5-3, so a couple of stats over the Lakers. So when you're the Potsdam Bears now, you got to kind of look into the positives that come out of a game like this. You may not have won, but there are certain things you did better than the Lakers and things you can improve on as well.
Yeah, especially. And, I mean, they're in hostile territory. I mean, no one can play basketball as good as the Lakers in Max Seal. I mean, that is just something that the Lakers have just been dominating for a couple years now. But if you're the Potsdam Bears, you can take some positives away. You can see how there were some guys that stepped up. I mean, we see Cortez with 10 points. He's not a guy that's in there much. But the thing is, for Potsdam, you're going to have to get your role players going, like Williamson and Johnson. You're going to have to get those guys a little bit more time, and you're going to have them to score a little bit more if you're going to have any chance against other SUNYAC opponents.
Really, it's the Bears, and I would probably say that with the Lakers, their ability to burst down the floor with their pace of play, their quick speed, their ability to make those passes. They're not a perfect team. Lakers, the record shows they're 6-0, but they're prone to instances where they give up the ball a lot, make unforced errors, make a lot of passes where the lanes are probably not open or the timing isn't perfect. So with the Bears, they were able to exploit some of the Lakers' weaknesses, but really with the Lakers, they're just a really well-rounded team where you can't really stop them unless you have the likes of Brockport, where you have multiple key players that could contribute from all facets of the field.
And yeah, now we got to look ahead a little bit to tomorrow, where we have the Lakers taking on Plattsburgh, which is their whiteout rival. Taking a look here, I have their live stats pulled up from their last game now. Cortland has won 78-74 over Plattsburgh. So Plattsburgh is going to drop their first SUNYAC game, dropped to 2-3 on the year, 0-1 the SUNYAC. Now coming in tomorrow to play the Lakers, another whiteout game in the Zeal. But there's also one more thing going on tomorrow that happened today, because Kenny Claus hasn't left yet.
There you go.
Another Toys for Tots and drives for the people in need in Oswego, and I think there was someone in the control room as well
There is.
that I had a gift for. It's my good friend Kyle Spizak, we'll call him my other guy on our hockey broadcast. You guys take your gifts. Come on down, Kyle. I have a gift for you as well. Everybody say hi to Kyle Spizak. You guys see him around for hockey a lot, but he hangs around for basketball as well. Come here.
Hi, Santa.
How are you? Come take a seat. Take a seat. What do you want for Christmas this year?
SUNY
Well, I don't care, because you're getting an Oswego State hockey helmet. Get rid of that.
No way.
This is all yours.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
That's all I ever wanted.
There you go.
I feel so special now.
I think he feels great. I think this is a wonderful gift for you.
I'll
But
get
I
it
think
signed by Cal Shell for you.
signed by Cal Shell.
Thank you.
I think that's going to do it for us here in the Al Roker studio for the post-game show. That's going to be enough from Alex Brooks, Garrett Chan, and ho, 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 Kenny Claus. Have a great night, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.